I wonder if we'll ever get Schulz part 2 on the pod.
I'd love to do that.
Bro, let's do it.
Schulz will fuck you up,
I would love
sure.
to. I can tell him.
So I don't know if I ever told you this story, but yeah, I think I was like a little upset at him the way that I think the way he handled it was kind of like
On the pod.
no, with me.
Okay.
I think the way that he handled it with me was like pretty dust.
Like personally,
Yeah, like just like it's just weird because like we did the pod.
Yeah.
It happened when we filmed it, and it was last November, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So
2022, yeah.
when it happened, he didn't want it out, but also evenly, Schulz did not want it out. Like I have the text.
He was like, we shouldn't post that.
No, he did not want it out, and he was fucking in my ear, and Schulz was in my ear. I didn't give a fuck. It didn't make me look bad at all. You know me, I laugh whenever.
You love the shit.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing. Like, I don't give a shit. But they both didn't want it out, and especially Schulz did not want it out. So I was like, all right, I guess they both don't want it out. On to the next. Like, I'm living my life. I don't care. It's one fucking episode.
Then when did you decide to finally do it? Why?
So then John went on a podcast, and he said there was an episode. They asked him, was there an episode that never came out? And he said,
Okay, that's right.
and he said Andrew Schulz, and it was some like smaller podcast too, but it just went fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
It went viral.
That's the internet.
So then that's when everyone was, then of course they blame us. Like, yo, Kyle, why is Kyle holding this episode back?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Then I messaged Schulz. I'm like, yo, we got to redo the pod. Me, him, and John are talking in a group chat.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I'm down. Let's redo the pod. Blah, blah, blah. And then we're literally planning a date to do it. I think we were going to do it. We tried to do it in September in Toronto when he had his show.
Yeah.
So we're literally like on a text. Me, him, and John are on a text chat planning to do the pod. And then he just blindsides us, doesn't even text me, and just posts straight to his social media.
Oh shit.
What did he say?
I just get a mention, like Andrew Schulz mentioned you on Instagram, and it's like, Nelk, release the pod. Like, release the pod. Like,
He must have been getting comments and shit.
yeah,
too,
he was
then.
getting comments,
Yeah.
so, but he kind of just, like, if that was me personally, and I really still don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But if that was me personally, I probably would have just even given a heads up in the chat, being like, yo, guys, this whole situation's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Instagram and fucking say something. But, like, we were literally planning to redo the episode. I was the one that wanted it out. Yeah. He didn't want it out. And then he just kind of, like, it just kind of showed me, like, I don't know. I just think he tries to act a bit like he's above this whole, like, social media shit. And, like, I don't know. Just the way he acted was kind of, like,
I see what
like
you're
a
saying.
social media. I don't know. Just, like, blindsiding someone like that when you're on a text thread with them is, like... But it's not a big deal to me. I personally think he's fucking... His stand-up is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Like, I'll watch his clips still, even, like, after that whole situation, and I'm like... They're fucking funny. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Funny
killing
as
it. He's
fuck. Dude, we
selling
gotta
out
get it back on.
arenas.
Wait, Brad, have you?
I just personally think that, like, I think the way he handled that whole situation was just like,
Oh, we got to get you back on.
I want him back on too, dude. I think he's a funny guy, honestly. But I think
hilarious.
it's just also funny how he didn't go at
but also
Steve or
we've had,
Kyle at all. It was
but also
pretty
we've
much on
had
me.
so many guests, and it's like, sure, we could have asked better questions.
Yeah.
And I think he actually did make us better interviewers too.
Yeah.
Because he kind of made us be more prepared. So I got his point, but I think it's also like, what did he really want us to ask him? You know,
Yeah. I see.
like you're not Gandhi, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, no offense. No, like I'm not like what, dude. Like I don't really know. I don't really know what he wanted, but
Yeah.
and if that was me on an interview, I probably would have just gone with the punches, or I would have just, I wouldn't have called people out like that. But I guess that just shows you the type of like guy he is.
I think it's also his kind of content too, like his
Yeah.
like, his like crowd work type shit. It's kind of calling. It's
I
like
see a lot of shit on YouTube now. The people are kind of like, I think that situation like kind of looked like Steiny took a L, but I think like everyone I talked to was like, damn, he kind of like overreacted and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was weird, but
I don't think it's that.
I really
serious.
don't fucking care.
I don't
Yeah.
care.